Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. I'm Hasham Ali Khan. So now I'm going to start the next problem number 3 on consignment accounts. Already 8 short problems and 2 main problems I have completed it till the last video. Hope you have already watched those videos. Now you are in a position to pass the journal entries and prepare ledger accounts in the books of Consignor and Consginee. I have explained in detail in the last video about the journal entries, etc. Now, if you want the complete command, don't join in between. My suggestion to watch the video till the end from beginning. Then only you can get the good command on the subject. If you have not watched the earlier videos, I suggest you to go to the playlist of my channel. Select the subject Financial Accounting 2. Select the topic of the video Consignment Accounts. Watch the initial first 2 videos on theory. Then starting 1 video for complete short problems. And 2 main problems I have completed. Now I am going to start the next 3rd problem. So before starting the problem, I expect my viewers to have a printout of the problems which I have given in the link under my description. So now I am going to start 3rd problem. A of Ahmedabad sent 50 cases of goods to B of Bombay at rupees 200 per case. So here A is the consignor, B is the consignee. 50 cases at rupees 200. So 50 into 200 is 10,000. The total cost of the goods sent on consignment is 10,000. Expenses on consignment incurred by the consignor amounted to 300 rupees. Expenses paid by the consignor, these are the direct expenses, 300. B worked as Del Credar agent. His ordinary commission is 5% and Del Credar commission is 7.5%. So 5% plus 7.5%, 12.5% is the total commission. Total commission payable to the consignee. Then in due course, B sent account sales giving the following information. B's sales proceeds of 40 cases rupees 11,000. Now new point. Previous 2 problems we have done where the entire goods were sold by the consignee. But in this problem, some part is unsold. Total number of cases sent by the consignor 50. Out of 50, 40 cases are sold by the consignee. Remaining 10 cases are unsold. So we have to calculate what is the value of unsold stock, right? And 40 cases were sold for rupees 11,000. Stock of unsold goods on hand, 10 cases. That we have to find out the value of 10 cases. Then consignee's expenses amounted to 120. Nothing is given regarding the details of expenses. Only consignee's expenses 120. So we treat this 120 as indirect. Indirect expenses. That indirect expenses should not be considered while calculating value of unsold stock. Entry will be recorded. Expenses incurred by consignee, entry will be recorded. But that amount will not be considered for calculating value of unsold stock. Now, consignee charged commission at agreed rates. A bank draft for rupees 8,000 was sent by B along with the account sales. That means complete amount he is not sending. Along with this account sales, the consignee is sending only 8,000 rupees bank draft. Remaining amount he will pay it later. But right now the consignee is sending 8,000 rupees bank draft. Show the necessary accounts in the books of A. So in this problem it is only asking you the ledger accounts in the books of A. Who is a consignor? So in the books of consignor, 4 ledger accounts we have to make. First, consignment account. Second, consignee's account. Third, goods sent on consignment account. And 4th, consignment stock account. Because stock is there, right? Now, see here. Books of A. A is the consignor. Ledger accounts I am opening. The first ledger account is consignment account. Debit, credit, right? And then second, B's account. Who is B? Consignee. Consignee's account. Then third one is goods sent on consignment account. And last one is consignment stock account. These are the accounts I am going to make, right? Now, first remember the entries. Remember the entries. The first entry is when goods are sent on consignment, consignment account data to goods sent on consignment. Consignment account data to goods sent on consignment. So consignment account should be debited. Consignment account should be debited. So debit side to goods sent on consignment 10,000. And goods sent on consignment should be credited by consignment. Here you can see by consignment 10,000. So first entry posted. Consignment account debited, goods sent on consignment credited. Second entry, expenses paid. When expenses are paid, the entry will be consignment account data to bank. Who is paying the expenses? A is paying. Consignor is paying the expenses. So consignment account data to bank. How much are the expenses paid? 300 given in the problem. The consignor paid 300 rupees expenses. So consignment account data to bank. Debit side to bank expenses 300. Come on, 2 entries over. The third entry, sale proceed. The consignee has sold the goods. How many cases? 40 cases he has sold for rupees 11,000. For rupees 11,000. So entry will be consignee account data to consignment. Consignment account should be credited. Consignee should be debited. So consignee is B. So B's account is debited to consignment sale 11,000. To consignment account sale 11,000. And consignment account should be credited by B's account. By B's account 11,000. Come on, sale entry completed. Now expenses paid by consignee. B has paid the expenses. So entry is consignment account data to B's account. Consignment account data to B's account. So consignment account debited to B's account expenses 120. And B's account is credited by consignment expenses 120. That's it. Now next one is commission. Commission will be calculated on the total sales. How much are the sales? 11,000. What is the rate of the commission? Normal commission 5%. Del Credar commission 7.5%. So 5 plus 7.5, 12.5. So 12.5% of 11,000. 11,000 into 12.5%. 1375. 1375. Here I am writing commission. Commission is equal to 12.5 combined. 12.5% of 11,000 is equal to 1375. 1,375 is the commission due to consignee. So entry will be consignment account data to B's account. Consignment account data to B's account. So consignment account is debited to B's account. Commission 1375. And B's account is credited by consignment commission. By consignment commission 1375. Right? Now, a bank draft is received along with account sales. Along with this account sales, a bank draft is received for 8,000 rupees. For 8,000 rupees. So entry will be bank account data to B's account. Because cash is coming in, the bank will be debited. The bank account data to B's account. So B's account is credited by bank. By bank 8,000. That's all. Now we have to calculate what is the value of unsold stock. Actually 50 cases had been sent by A to B. Out of 50 cases, B has sold 40 cases. 10 cases are still remaining unsold with the consignee. So in working notes, I am going to calculate what is the value of goods unsold. See, valuation of unsold stock. So cost of 10 cases unsold. The cost of each case is 2,000 rupees. Sorry, 200 rupees, not 2,000. 200 rupees. The cost of each case is 200 rupees. First line it is given, yes. So 10 into 200, 2,000 rupees is the cost of 10 cases. To this we add proportionate direct expenses. Consignor expenses always will be direct. Consignee expenses we treat it as indirect because no details are given. Only consignee expenses are given, we are not considering that. So proportionate direct expense. For 50 cases, direct expense of 300. Who paid this 300? Consignor has paid. Consignor has paid 300 rupees direct expenses. So on how many cases he has spent? 50 cases. On 50 cases, 300 rupees. But how many cases are remaining unsold? 10 cases. For 10 cases, how much would be the direct expense? So 10 divided by 50 into 300, it comes to 60. So 60 rupees is the proportionate direct expenses. Add 2060. 2060 is the value of unsold stock. What is the entry for value of unsold stock? Consignment stock account data are to consignment. I told you in the previous video also, when you listen this lecture, always keep a notebook beside you. You will learn a lot. Whatever entry I am telling, immediately, roughly you write it down. It will be in your mind for a long period of time. You will not forget it. Don't, learn in a mechanical way. Just simply take this item on debit side, this item on credit side. Don't do that shortcut method. Learn by entry method. Learn by entry method. So for consignment stock, the entry will be consignment stock account data to consignment account. So consignment stock should be debited. Consignment stock account should be debited to consignment 2060. And consignment account should be credited. This is consignment account, credit side, by consignment stock 2060. That's all. Last entry. The goods sent on consignment should always be transferred to trading account. Goods sent on consignment should be transferred to trading account. So entry will be goods sent on consignment account data to trading account. So goods sent on consignment debit side to trading account. Over. All the entries we have posted. Now we find out the profit or loss. Credit side. If you find the credit side, it is 13,060. Debit side is less. Credit side is more. So 13,060 minus 10,000 minus 300 minus 120 minus 1375. You are getting 1,265 as the balancing figure. This is the balancing figure. And this 1,265 is the profit because credit side is more. So entry will be consignment account data to profit and loss account. Consignment account data to profit and so consignment account debit side to profit and loss account. Balancing figure profit 1,265 over. That's all. Consignment account is closed. Now we have to find out how much is the still balance receivable from B. How much amount is receivable from B? We have to find out. So here debit side 11,000. From 11,000 deduct minus 120 minus 1375 minus 8,000. The balance is 1505. Still 1,505 is the amount receivable from consignee. The consignee has not paid the whole amount. Only part amount they have paid. B has paid only 8,000. Remaining 1505 still balance to be received from B. So by balance carried down, balancing figure 1505. This is carried down. Here I have taken to balance brought down below the total 1505. Representing B's account is not closed. Still 1,505 is the amount receivable from B. That's it. Now here goods sent on consignment account is closed. Trading account 10,000, consignment account 10,000. Now stock, consignment stock carried down, brought down. Debit side we have taken to consignment 2060. Same total you take it on the credit side, balancing figure by balance carried down, balancing figure 2060. Take it to the debit side by to balance brought down. To balance brought down 2060. That's over. This is the end of problem number 3. I have explained all the points in this problem number 3. So hope you are understanding, you are following my lecture. If you are satisfied, you just share this channel in your group, in your friend circle, so that more students can watch the video. I have uploaded many more subjects videos in my playlist. So visit the playlist. You can find so many subjects like financial accounting, advanced accounting, cost accounting, corporate accounting, advanced corporate accounting, managerial accounting, and then business statistics, income tax, financial management, investment management. So many videos I have uploaded. So you can get many subjects, many videos. So watch the videos, enhance your knowledge. So the next problem, 4th problem we have to do. Come on, now we'll start the next problem. Problem number 4. See carefully. On 1st July 2013, P and Company sends 300 cases of medicines to Ravi on consignment basis. So First of all, who is the consignor? You have to remember, P and Company is the consignor and Ravi is the consignee. Okay, 300 cases are sent. The cost of each case was 1000. So 1000 is the cost of each case. How many cases? 300. So 300 into 1000 is 3 lakh. So 3 lakh worth of goods are sent by the consignor to the consignee. The P and Company incurred the following expenses on consignment. P and Company means consignor. The consignor incurred 750 rupees on railway freight and 450 rupees on insurance. So all the expenditure incurred by the consignor is a direct expenditure. Direct expenditure. So 750 plus 450, 1200 rupees is the total direct expenditure incurred by consignor. Now 200 cases were sold by Ravi uniformly at 2000 rupees per case. So total number of cases sent 300. Out of 300, the consignee sold 200 cases at rupees 2000 each. So 200 into 2000, 4 lakh rupees is the sale proceed. Out of these, 10 cases were sold to a party on credit and this transaction ultimately proved bad. So out of 200 cases sold, this consignee has sold 10 cases to a particular party and the party failed to pay the amount. That means bad debts. That means 10 cases were sold to a party and the amount has proved bad debts. Now the question arises, who has to bear the loss of bad debts? If no del credar commission is paid, then bad debt loss should be borne by the consignor. If del credar commission is paid to the consignee, then this bad debt loss should be borne by the consignee. Now we have to see further whether del credar commission is paid or not. Now the expenses of Ravi amounted to 1200 rupees. Same. So even consignee also spent 1200 rupees. He sent an account sales on 31st December 2013 which revealed that he charged 5% as ordinary commission and 10% as del credar commission. That means according to the agreement, 5% ordinary commission and 10% del credar commission will be paid by the consignor to the consignee. In that case, the bad debt loss should be borne only by the consignee. The bad debt loss will not be borne by the consignor because he is paying del credar commission. The loss should be borne by the consignee. So this bad debts entry will come only in the books of the consignee, not in the books of the consignor. Now, he sent a bank draft for 90,000. That means the consignee is not sending the whole amount. He is sending only 90,000 along with this account sales. Remaining amount he will send afterwards. He will pay afterwards. Now you are required to prepare consignment account, Ravi's account, and goods sent on consignment account in the books of P and Company. So ultimately, it is asking you to make 3 ledger accounts in the books of consignor, that is P and Company. We are not required to pass the entries or ledger account in the books of consignee, only consignor, right? So bad debts will not be taken into consideration in consignor's books. Forget about bad debts. Okay. Now we'll open the accounts. Books of P and Company. P and Company is the consignor. Ledger accounts, first account consignment account, second Ravi's account. Who is Ravi? Consignee. And third goods sent on consignment account. 3 accounts first of all we have to prepare. Now remember the entries. The first entry, when goods are sent by P and Company to Ravi, so entry will be consignment account debtor to goods sent on consignment. Consignment account debtor to goods sent on consignment. So how many cases has been sent? 300. What is the cost of each case? 1000. So 300 into 1000 is 3 lakh. Entry will be consignment account debtor to goods sent on consignment. So consignment debit side to goods sent on consignment 3 lakh. Goods sent on consignment credit side by consignment 3 lakh. So one entry posted, consignment account debited, goods sent on consignment account credited. The second entry, expenses paid by the consignor. So 1200 rupees expenses are paid by the consignor, that is P and Company. The entry will be consignment account debtor to bank. So debit side to bank expenses 1200 rupees. These are the expenses paid by consignor. The next entry is regarding the sale. How much is the sale? 200 cases are sold at rupees 2000 each by Ravi. So entry to be passed. Ravi account debtor to consignment. Consignment account is credited when goods are sold by consignee. When goods are sold by consignee, consignment account should be credited, and whose account should be debited? Consignee's account. So Ravi account debtor to consignment 4 lakh rupees. So Ravi account should be debited to consignment 4 lakh, and consignment account should be credited by Ravi's account 4 lakh. Sale proceed. So 200 cases are sold, each case 2000 rupees given in the problem, 4 lakh. Now expenses. Expenses paid by Ravi. Ravi has incurred 1200 rupees expenses. Entry will be consignment account debtor to Ravi account. Consignment account debtor to Ravi account. So consignment account is debited to Ravi account expenses 1200, and Ravi account is credited by consignment expenses 1200. Next is commission. So consignor pays 5% ordinary commission and 10% del credar commission, total 15% commission on sales. How much are the sales conducted? 4 lakh. So here you can see commission 5% plus 10%, 15% of sales. So 15% of 4 lakh comes to 60,000. So 60,000 is the commission payable. So entry will be consignment account debtor to Ravi account. Entry for commission. Consignment account debtor to Ravi account. So consignment account is debited to Ravi. Commission 60,000. And Ravi account should be credited by consignment. Commission 60,000. That's all. Commission entry over. Next entry will be amount received from Ravi. Ravi has paid part amount, not full amount. 90,000 rupees bank draft has been sent by Ravi. So amount received. The bank account debtor to Ravi account. Entry to be passed by consignor is bank account debtor to Ravi account. The Ravi account is created by bank. Amount received 90,000. Right? That's it. Now stock. Unsold stock. Actually 300 cases were sent by consignor. But consignee sold how many cases? 200 cases. The remaining 100 cases. We have to find out what is the value of unsold stock, 100 cases. So here you can see value of unsold stock. First of all, cost of 100 cases unsold. What is the cost of each case? First line it is given 1000 rupees per case. That is the actual cost. So 100 into 1000, 1 lakh rupees is the cost. Now we have to add proportionate direct expenses. The direct expenses are the expense incurred by the consignor. Here the details of expenses incurred by consignee not given. So we assume that consignee's expenses are completely indirect expenses. Recurring expenses that will not be considered in closing stock, in unsold stock. So we have to take into account only consignor. How much consignor has spent? 1200 rupees consignor spent. On how many cases? 300 cases. Actually 300 cases he has sent. On this 300 cases, consignor has paid 1200 rupees. So proportionate direct expense. For 300 cases, consignor paid 1200. But how many cases are remaining unsold? 100 cases. So for 100 cases, how much? So 100 divided by 300 into 1200, you will get 400 rupees. So 400 rupees is the proportionate direct expenses. Add up 1,400,000. So 1,400,000 is the value of unsold stock. The entry is consignment stock account debtor to consignment. I already told you, always you keep a notebook beside you while watching this video. As soon as I tell the entry, you should immediately write it down roughly so that it will be in your mind. So what is the entry for each transaction? So consignment stock account debtor to consignment. So consignment account should be credited by consignment stock. 1,400,000 working note. Over. Now all the entries I have posted. Lastly, goods sent on consignment account should be transferred to trading account. Always, every time we are doing. So debit side trading account, 3 lakh rupees. Over. All the entries we have passed. Now we have to see whether there is profit or loss on consignment. So consignment account credit side 4 lakh plus 1 lakh 400. So 5 lakh 400 is the total on the credit side. From 5 lakh 400 deduct 3 lakh minus 3 lakh minus 1200 minus 1200 minus 60,000. The balancing figure I am getting 1,38,000 balancing figure. What is this? This is the profit. Already I told you in so many videos, if credit side is more, there is a profit. Here credit side is more, debit side is less. The balancing figure 1,38,000 is the profit. What is the entry for profit? Consignment account debtor to profit and loss account. Consignment account debtor to profit and loss. So consignment account debit side to profit and loss account balancing figure 1,38,000 over. So consignment account completed. Now I am coming to Ravi's account. Ravi's account debit side 4 lakh. Debit side 4 lakh. Minus 1200 minus 60,000 minus 90,000. How much is the balancing figure? 2,48,800. By balance carried down balancing figure. Now close it, opposite side, to balance brought down 2,48,400. But that means the consignor has to receive 2,48,400 from consignee Ravi. Still Ravi has to pay this much amount to the consignor. And lastly, goods and on consignment account is closed. That's all. So I have completed 4 main problems on consignment account apart from 8 short problems on consignment. If you are watching regularly all the videos, definitely up to this position, you are very much confident in attempting the problem on consignment accounts. I have explained each and every point in detail. So if you are satisfied with my lecture, give a like to the video. Share my channel in your group, in your friend circle, so that more students can watch the video and enhance the knowledge. Give your comments on these videos. And lastly, don't forget to subscribe my channel if you are not yet subscribed. Inshallah, I will continue the next problem in the next video.